Hey everybody, Zach Yelton here, Director of Premium Services at Coastal Shores Landscape with your June 2020 newsletter video. Thanks for tuning in. A lot of exciting things are happening now. We're finally seeing these nighttime temperatures warm up along with the daytime temperatures. What that means for us in the landscape is that the soil temperatures are rising. If you've watched our previous videos here on this channel, you've probably seen us talk about the soil temperature. It's one of the reasons we timed our fertilizer here to be applied in May. So we did that the first 2 weeks of May this year. Soil temperatures were lagging, and so I think now that we're at the end of May coming into the 1st of June, we're seeing the results of that. As these soil temperatures warm up, the grass is actually able to use everything we're putting down. And the grass that I've seen, many of these lawns are really rocking and rolling here now, and we've been blessed with a pretty good bit of rain to help replenish some of the dry weather that we had earlier in the month. So really starting to see the grass respond in a big way to that. Couple of things I wanted to talk to you about coming into June and July that we really want to be looking for. Insects are going to start ramping up now that the soil temperatures are warming up. One of the most destructive pests in the Lowcountry here is mole crickets. Seeing a lot more of these here in the past few years, and if your yard has had mole cricket damage in the past, you can expect it again this year. We like to stay in front of that by applying a preventative insecticide. If your yard is something that we've seen mole crickets damage before, we've made note of that, and we'll be reaching out to you for a preventative insecticide treatment to try to stay on top of that. Mole crickets are mating right now. When their young are born and they come out, they really start eating on the grass. So late June and July is when a lot of that happens. Want to be real careful and stay in front of that. So if you have any concerns about mole crickets, maybe you've heard your neighbors talk about it, it's a good idea. If your neighbors have it, it's a good idea to treat your yard as well, because those mole crickets will migrate, several houses down the street. So need to stay on top of that. Some communities are more prone than others, but if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. We really want to stay on top of that. If you've ever seen mole cricket damage before, you know that they can really destroy a lawn very quickly. So many of you I've already spoken to about and will be treating later this month for the mole crickets. Another thing I want to bring to your attention are the turf weeds. Our maintenance teams, of course, if you're a regular maintenance customer, we include weed control in our programs, and so you should be seeing our guys apply the broadleaf herbicide to kill the weeds in the lawn. A lot of these spring weeds are still hanging around, and we'll look to get rid of those here over the next month. Fertilizer is responding well. As I mentioned, we're seeing a lot of grass really grow and jump and green up. A couple of your yards I've spoken to about a supplemental fertilizer application, maybe for a specific task. But otherwise, the fertilizer we put down is a really great product. As you've heard us talk about before, it's a slow release product formulated with not only the three big ones, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, but it's also got a lot of your micronutrients too that'll help the soil achieve its proper fertility level. So that is a slow release product over 90 days, and toward the end of July, first part of August, we'll be making our second application for you. If you have any concerns, any specific fertilizer needs, we may need to look at concentrating fertilizer to grow a specific portion of your yard and that may be a little weaker than others. So we'll be reaching out to you as well for that. But yeah, we've other than that, our teams have been solid and steady throughout this whole time. And again, as you've heard us say before, we're just really grateful to be still working at full strength. We've welcomed a few new team members on even this month, so we're moving forward into the summer well positioned to serve you. So we just want to say thank you again, and I know with summer here you have some travel plans. If you are going to be out of town, please let us know if we need to take care of anything for you or keep a watch out for anything while you may be away. Again, thanks so much for allowing us to serve you, and thanks for tuning in to the June 2020 newsletter video.